How can we experience joy when our world is full of so much pain, suffering, and sorrow? Circumstances will let us down, disappointments will come, but God's promises can still bring joy to our hearts in the middle of it all. We see an example of this in the Old Testament. Listen to what the writer of Exodus 15 says about God's rescue of his people from slavery in Egypt. Then Moses and the people of Israel sang this song to the Lord. I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. He has hurled both horse and rider into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has given me victory. This is my God, and I will praise him. My Father's God, and I will exalt him. What God did for Israel was truly amazing. But we have to remember that they were still in the middle of the wilderness when they sang and shouted for joy. They weren't rejoicing because they were in the wilderness, but because they were on their way to the land that God had promised them. Like Israel, God has delivered us from slavery to sin. But sometimes we feel like we are in the middle of the wilderness as well. In those times, we must remember that God has given us promises too. Where we are is not our final destination. We need to keep our eyes on God's promise that He has prepared a place for us in heaven, a place where there will be no more tears, pain, suffering, sin, or death, a place where we will be in God's presence for all eternity. This is why God's promises can bring joy even when we face hardship in this life.